Good morning, good afternoon, good evening across the country, around the world. Welcome back to the Kerbal Space Program. We are finally going to start constructing our space station here at Kerbin. Big launch, big fairing. Space station core is inside here. We'll reveal that once we're in space. But these are the big 3.25 meter? Whatever they are, yeah. The big fuel tanks. The giant fuel tanks. 3.75, I think that's what it is. With some of the mammoths, etc., etc. That's the main lifter station. And we do have a rhino in there. That's better at space. It's more efficient. And then we got monopropellant there, just because we're going to need a fair amount of monopropellant to swing this guy around once we are up there. Anywho, Jeb is at the controls inside. He's going to live up in the space station and kind of oversee the overall construction of all the other pieces we send up. What are we at? I'm not sure if I'm going to have the money to do all of this, though, so we'll get as far as we can, and I'll jump out and do contracts off camera and whatnot to make sure we have money. We shall see. Anywho, here we go. T, full throttle, yes. Launch, good. And released. And just enough thrust to weight to get us going. Excellent. Actually, let's back off just a smidgen. Yeah, that's a good rate. So the construction of this space station is going to be a bit unique. Calls for a different kind of introduction. If you know what that's from, kudos to you. I've seen a lot of folks build, kind of inline space stations with solar panels on the sides, like I did last time. My space station, Halcyon or Hyperion, whichever one it was. It's like I said, very inline, very ISS looking, International Space Station looking. This, and I've also seen people build, kind of a core station with like a quote rotating hab wheel that doesn't actually rotate, because how do you accomplish that in the Kerbal Space Program? You really don't. We're going to slow down just a little bit. And those are cool, but kind of a little cheaty. I mean, I guess I use some of those methods too, but not to the extent they did. This is going to be something different. I was looking for inspiration for a space station, and I was searching online, and I found one. I think it's from another game. I saw that game. It's on Steam, but I totally forgot what it's called already. But I think it looks really cool, and so we're going to try to emulate that design. Anywho, this episode, though, we'll get the core into space. We'll take a look at that and go from there. Next episodes, we'll be putting the pieces together. There's going to be a total of mental math hurts. I think 13 pieces overall. Yeah, huge. 13 pieces overall in a total of probably about 9 launches, I think. Just going to go ahead and lock the probe right there. Yeah, it's going to be quite the big, beefy launches. Most of them will fit in fairings. There's a section that just doesn't, because they're kind of funny looking. But for the most part, they will all fit inside of fairings, so keep it as, legit as possible. Good, and we're still accelerating. Beautiful. Orbit, good. Okay, easy, girl. Don't flip out, don't flip out, don't flip out, don't flip out. Good, excellent. All right. And we're going to go for an orbit of about, I'm debating 150 or 200. I'm not entirely sure. We'll go for 150, because that's what I have my old space station at, and that's reasonable. That's doable. That's easy. That's a good altitude to get to for other vessels to intercept it, to get there, refuel it, and to dock all the other pieces to it. And that lets you go up to an altitude of like 100 underneath it, and wherever you are, you can just orbit around and catch up to it. All right, so we're climbing. 5, 6, 7, 48, 49, 50. There we are. 150 meters, or 150 kilometers, I should say. Climb up. Good. We still have a lot of fuel left in this thing, and we haven't even touched this tank yet. So we'll be able to do lots of circularization without any problem. But we do want to go ahead and get that maneuver started, or get that maneuver ready. Merp. A little too much. Swaying it down. There you go. What's this? 119, 172. Nope, nope, not that way. 41, 153, 143, 154. Oh, wrong way. I know, I'm being a little bit picky. We can honestly circularize later. That's close enough. 145, 152. Good. That's going to take a lot. We're going to go ahead, though, and kick on the RCS because we are in space. We're going to rotate ourselves down. Oh, so slowly and sluggishly. Nope, nope, nope. Wrong spin. Down to that marker there. Whoa. That's why I added RCS like all over the place to make sure I could do what I needed to do to get things into place. I'm going to blow through all my RCS. Good thing there's a lot of it on here. The station also has its own supplies of RCS just in the pieces that they are. As long as we can get there before 40, we'll be okay. Honestly, we'll be okay either way because once we start thrusting, we'll be okay. And here we go. Full burn. Whoa. A little bit of kickback there. That's okay, though. Are we already out of monitor pellet? No. Oh, ha! It's holding the prograde. It was fighting me the whole time because it was holding the prograde. I am a genius. I'm not. I'm an idiot. Ask my wife. Ask my coworkers. Yeah, I mean, prograde would have worked. It's not the end of the world. How's this looking? Good. Stretching out. We can pretty much follow the maneuver node from here. Oh, we are going to finish up the fuel in these tanks, though, pretty soon, in a minute or so. We'll get down to about 300 or 400 delta V left, and that'll be fine. That'll be fine. Still have plenty. Yeah, that was a fairly straight up. Oh, here we go. Oopsie, 436. Bye. Thrust away. Thrust away. Not doing much, are you? Okay. Fine then. Blow it up. We're just going to lock prograde at this point because it's going to be the same thing. That was, like I said, a fairly up orbit launch, but because this was so big and kind of ungainly, I just let it be very gentle, and then it wasn't the most efficient way to do things, but it works. It got us up there. Okay, so now... Okay, so this is rising up a little bit crazily. 123, 181. That's fine. We're in a stable orbit. We can circularize. I can circularize it off camera. That's not a big deal. Actually, you know what? No, we're going to do that now on camera because we can. Let's see. So, we could get rid of that, though. And what node does what? I forget. That one? Aha, there we go. Ba-doop. No, I think we're going to wait till our periapsis and lower our apoapsis and then raise our periapsis on the other side. So we're going to get rid of this. We're just going to go here, add a maneuver to lower the apoapsis down to 150, at least as close as we can get. If I had MechJeb, I could just tell it to circularize, but I don't because it's not updated yet on CCAN. I don't really want to use it yet. And it's going to take forever to slowly rotate around, so we can physics warp. Whoa. And then warp again to cancel out the drift. Oh, the target's there, but retrograde is there. That's right. I jumped the gun on that pausing of things. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ooh, excuse me. Alright, good. So we are in line with retrograde, and that's where that maneuver node's going to end up. Warp to next maneuver. Oh gosh, I'm not quick saving anything. Oh well, we should be okay. Eek. Oh, 1 second burn. So this will be fairly straightforward and easy then. line it up on retrograde, and that maneuver node's gonna, that maneuver marker is gonna maneuver itself down on top of retrograde by the time we get there. Now that we're there, quick save, because I didn't earlier. Little time warp. Oop, there we go. Well, we're a little bit past it, but that's okay. Just watching the apoapsis over there, and boom. 149, that's okay. It's just shy of... There we go. A little RCS. We'll just have to put it up there. Good, so we'll quick save that. Now we'll get over here to our apoapsis. How is this for equatorial? It's not bad. I might fine-tune the equatorial of it in a moment. Let's see, what's the periapsis over here? 123. No. Let's get that up. 1. Whoop. 50. I think that. Wait. Oh. Output 150. Okay, good. There you go. That'll do it. So we're gonna shoot. We're gonna aim prograde, which is gonna take a while to rotate around, of course. And I know these are simple maneuvers that we've all seen time and time again. I've done them time and time again, things like this. But because we are going to be constructing this in multiple steps, multiple stages, multiple launches, I want to make sure things are set up nice and sweet and that everything is kosher. All right, we quick save. All right, and then warp to the next maneuver. Then we're going to drift away. That's okay. It'll give us that minute to recalibrate. Oh, I could have... Ha! Yeah, I could have not moved it, and it would have just... By facing this way, it would have ended up facing the right... Yeah, it would have worked out either way. Anywho. Rotating around again, it's going to be a 1 second burn. It's going to be a tiny burn, because the delta V on this and the thrust to weight ratio, whatnot, are pretty darn spectacular. Alright, good. Quick save again. A little bit of time warp. Eek, there we go. I blew past it again, see? Mm-hmm. 51, 149. That's good. That's good. 151, 149. I'll take that. I'll take that. That is just fine. We're not 100% equatorial. That launch wasn't completely square, but we can set the moon as the target to get that correct. The moon's rotation is flat on equatorial. So we can look at that, see how far we're off. We're off by 2.8 degrees. Okay, so let's add a maneuver to pull that down. And what do you become? There we go. And there it is at 0, 0, 104 meters per second. That is this. We're going to go ahead and face that way because that's what it's going to be. I think Jeb's inside there just about ready to come out of the cowling, but we're going to wait until we are in our correct orbit, and then we will do that. Ooh, our electrical charge is dropping, but we might need it. I might need to pop it now, though, actually. Eek. I didn't actually store any batteries on this. The thing has some batteries on its own. Yeah, we're going to have to go... Alright. So, unfortunately, the big reveal is going to happen now. Poof. And there's our station. We're going to... Hold on. It's hard to see. Aim camera. And we can see our power is quickly depleting. So, we're going to go ahead and pop these solar panels. Extend. Extend. Let's remove it in 6 minutes. Okay, good. We got time to do this. Extend. 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 Yeah, there's 6 of them. I just thought it looked cool. Extend. So this is going to be the core of our space station, using a lot of the stock-alike station parts, except for 1 or 2 things, like the cupola and the Clampetron senior docking modules. I'm not sure if those are stock or if those are from somebody else. I honestly can't remember. Yeah, that's going to be our station core. We're going to leave this engine attached to it just because we're going to eventually transfer fuel to other pieces. This thing is going to carry enough people for... It has enough capacity to satisfy the requirements for our space station as is, and it can generate power. It can't store the power, but it can certainly generate it. Yeah, their electrical charge is back up again. Well, it stores it internally, but there's actually no battery parts anywhere. But there's no antenna. The antenna will be on probably some of the last pieces I install, because I want this to be fully built, and then we achieve our accomplishment. Yeah, see? Antenna, docking port, and generate power. So we're still missing an antenna. I'm a little sneaky like that, I guess. Okay, anywho. Maneuver node is coming up to fix our inclination. Quick save again, now that things are happily sucking in power. I guess I should have put some solar panels on the other parts. Oh, well. Alright, this is going to be a bit of a longer burn. Doop. Alright, what's our ascending node? 1. Let's see. Or 0.1. Thrust. With the RCS. And square it up, maybe? Come on. There we go. So now we're in a perfectly equatorial orbit. And there you have it. Our space station core. We're only 16 minutes into this episode. However, I'm going to take a pause and handle stuff here for me in the real world. Except now we're going to aim that away because why not? Yeah. So that's the space station core there. But as you can see, we have these 6 giant clampetrons here. So that'll give you an idea what's to come. It's going to be huge. This right here might be the single largest, craziest, most involved thing I have ever launched so far, period. Some of the other pieces are even bigger, even crazier. But we'll get to those in a little bit. Let's see, next pieces. Yeah, the ones that connect here. I want to show you, I mean, we all see launches all the time. So we're going to wait until we get, yeah, I think we're just going to come up in space when we actually rendezvous here. And then we'll go on with the bit of docking for this inner bit. And that'll be it for this episode. So I'll see you back in orbit again once I'm back here with this and the other pieces in just a moment. Alright, so I lied. We're not in orbit yet. We're actually on the pad, just because I kind of wanted to show you what this is. Everything else fits underneath the fairing. These guys are just a little too big, a little too wide to actually fit. The big fairing kind of will clip through the sides, and it's not happy. So we launch it like this, but it's all rounded, so it's not horribly unaerodynamic. But it's that's the way it is. So yeah, I'm going to launch this into orbit, rendezvous with the station, and we'll begin docking procedures and hopefully get things aligned. These guys are actually version 1. This is an arm and this is an arm. There's going to be one more like this, and then the other 3 are going to have little caps because they're going to butt up next to these. But that's a bit of an experiment still in progress. We'll see how that turns out. But yeah, see you in orbit at final rendezvous. Alright, I lied again. Not final approach. I was so focused on lining this up and getting it correct. I totally forgot to record. And now here we are back at the station. So we docked the first set of arms. I got it, I think, within like a degree. So we'll see how that pans out in a bit. So, like I said, the first set of arms is docked. We're going to undock here and then undock here. Come around and attach on the top and then stick him on one of the other ones. So we're going to have these with the kind of blank ends on the 3, and the other 3 are going to have little little pods that are going to cap everything together. I hope, I think, I pray. I think that's how things are going to work out. So I got that together. That's good. That's a good start. So for now, we can go ahead and decouple there. So we want to be here. And we're going to thrust away just a smidge. Good. Let go. Let's stop moving. Stop moving. Stop moving. There you go. for the most part, we've stopped moving. So now we can, again, decouple. And this is a dummy piece. There's no intelligent pieces on board that thing whatsoever. Nope, we can go that way. And we just, wrong button again. Now we just go, sideways. And come around to the top, and hook onto the top. It's spinning on us. That's fun. Oh, that station's going a little crazy though. All the RCS there. Okay, stop. Let's get you over on top here. Wow, that thing's just spinning all over the place, isn't it? Ooh. That's not fun. So this will be a challenge to dock with. It's going to be spinning on us. So, yeah. As long as it doesn't bump into the station, I think we should be okay, though. Yeah, good. Okay, so now we have the better probe core. We can actually tell it to point at the probe, at the target. Although we are doing all kinds of I'm doing all kinds of the wrong things here. Stop. Go toward it. Stop it. And we're almost out of monopropellant. That's not good either. This is going to be interesting to try to dock with because it is spinning oh so much. Get in there. I don't know if we're going to be facing the right way or not for this, though. That way. No, we're just chasing it around now. Great. Oh, here. There we go. Stopped it from spinning. Although it's going to spin a little more on its own, isn't it? Yeah, it probably is. Okay, let's rotate you something that makes sense. There, that makes more sense. That way I'm not just futzing around with buttons. I'll be able to come up underneath it here. Yeah. Nope, that way, that way, that way, that way, that way. And get in close enough. And connect. Come on, connect. Dang it. Oh, so close. Come on. I know you're being drawn in. I know you want to. Nope, wrong way. There we go. Come on. You're almost there. Yeah, it's like it's like a coin spinning right here. Let's try that and just. There we go. And now it's connected. But our RCS supply is just a little short. That's okay though. So now again, we're going to face anti-normal. And we're going to tell the station to face normal. We're going to switch over to, not that, to the station. We're going to go, again, we're going to go skip one. Control from here. Point that normal. And we're going to retract that solar panel and that solar panel. But now we can extend that one. Not that it matters because we're not even in the sun. We can extend that one as well. Where's the other guy? I'm way up there and slowly drifting away. So we'll have to be a bit more careful with this now. Set as target. Let's thrust toward it. Just so we stop going away from it. There we go. Oh, of course things are going to be really, really funky, aren't they? Okay, well, let's control from here. And okay, so that makes a little bit of sense. Oh, but that station is spinning. Not anymore. Ooh, at least this guy feels really solid. Except that the station does keep spinning around on me. That's going to make things challenging. Yeah, it's got quite the wobble going on there. Okay, let's rotate you to where you're going to be. There you go, about like that. Boop. Oh gosh, now I'm wondering, did I even connect the other one correctly with the correct orientation? I'm not even sure. Not that it's critical one way or the other, but, you know. Okay, that guy's just... That guy's just wobbling around way too much. Now, are you done? You done moving? I think you're done moving. Okay, good. So again, we want to get this guy lined up correctly. Oop, nope. Not turn off RCS. Okay, good. Nope, wrong way. That way. That way, that way, that way, and that way. I mean, we're not aligned correctly, so the way the RCS is behaving is a little erratic, but we have the two sets of 4 on the main body of it, so it should be okay. And let's also switch to the camera there, just because it gives me a bit better idea. We are pointing anti-normal. Yes, there we go. We drifted a little low. We are again within a degree, so that's good. Whether it's going to be enough when things come together, I don't know. I might put something a little bulky on there to kind of... Oh, that's an idea. Yeah, put something bigger and bulky that kind of just closes it up. Even if the rotation's just a smidgen off, it won't be that big a deal because it'll be kind of accounted for in that piece that connects. Yes, I like this idea. Oh, that way. Yeah, the station's spinning just a little bit, but it's not horrible. I am using the dock port alignment, but mostly for the angle on things. Okay, let's slow it down, or come to a stop. That works too. I see the station is slowly spinning. I don't want that. I don't know why the station keeps spinning. So, let's just get ourselves aligned. Oh, wrong way. That way. Get the green on the green. Or whatever. The crosshairs all lined up correctly. Balls. Okay, we're pretty close to being lined up there. Oh, sorry, I haven't used up all my monopropellant. I thought I'd be, like, on the last trickles of monopropellant by the time I got to this stage. Ooh, and I think I locked it in. It was right at 180, so that's good. Those look decently aligned. Like I said, the part that's going to go in between, I'm going to have it's going to have a little mini cupola. It's going to have something that's good, it's going to wrap around that. Yes, I think I can design that, and that should come together just nicely. Hey, that was a bit stressful. This is a bit more of production than I thought it would be on. I mean, I knew this space station was going to be fairly what's it called? Fairly oh, words are escaping me. Fairly ambitious, but this is proving to be a bigger pain than I thought it was going to be. But I think in the end it will be worth it because it's going to be an enormous, massive, huge, amazing construction. All right, so I'm gonna get up the next 2 pieces and even the 5th piece, and we'll come back on the next episode when we're locking in that 6th piece and then launching up our next big outer arm. That's it for this episode. Thanks for hanging out. If you like, hit subscribe, tell your friends, tell your neighbors, pass the word. I will catch you later.